Up until recently, JiDion was heralded as one of YouTube's greatest creators, starting
I don't know about that, but he was more liked, yes.
off as a goofy prank channel and becoming one of the platform's only good predator catchers. But some recent
What are you talking, Rob? What the f are you talking about? He worked with like all of his he worked with other people that were good at pred catching, specifically Alex Rosen. I don't like Alex Rosen, but he was effective, or he is effective at predator catching. What the f are you talking about? What? I remember, like, even when it came to Skeeter Gene, he's like, yeah, I work with Skeeter because I don't know what the f I'm doing. But okay, got it.
controversies of his has caused skepticism, making some like myself believe his motivations aren't pure in the slightest. And
I don't think that most predator catchers on the internet have pure intentions at all. I think they do it for money. I think that, like, it's probably still for the best that they do it, even though they don't really care. But like a lot of them, that's why you see pretty much like everybody who does predator catching, it's people who used to be pranksters, and for some reason there's like a similar audience, and they usually will do it in an immature capacity. But yeah, like they don't really care. Like, I don't think JiDion doesn't really care. He doesn't really understand. Like, he made that video about Kayla. He went and like complaining about her. Like, she's 18 or 19 now, but she was like 16, and he like treated her like she was his mental age. It was fucking bizarre.
And with the Mike Klum documentary on EDP 445 finally being released.
Dude, and it was a great documentary. You know where you could watch it? You could watch it on my Papa Gut members only. Medium Gut, dude. Oh, epic plug, dude. Give me a break. I'm having a daughter. Give me the money. Anyway, yeah, man, media members only. The small gut gives you access to the full Discord. The medium gut gives you access to a tremendous amount of members only content. You can get it on YouTube or Patreon. Same rewards, same great price, dude. Also, podcast with my wife, link in the description. We're having a baby. It's incredible stuff. And you got some stickers too. Look at that. There's my face. There's my fatness. There's my booty. I used to be big on TikTok. Still am, and it is incredible stuff. And we're gonna work on getting another wave of stickers. I think that's what we really need to do. So yeah, good plug. Huh? I'm trying to get more organic.
It shows how truly irresponsible and reckless JiDion can be. But I want to dive a bit deeper into all of this to show a pattern of behavior, how cloud-hungry and demented he is, and how it negatively affects those around him. This is how JiDion ruined his reputation in only 1 month.
Jesus.
In 2018, during the
damn, he looks young as hell there. He looks a little bit like KSI. Which I don't think is racist to say, so leave me the fuck alone.
tail end of his time in high school, JiDion would begin uploading content to YouTube.
I think it's just a big forehead.
A lot of it would be goofy videos he'd upload of his friends, like going around asking girls if dick size matters. It ends with him getting kicked out of the mall for acting as a public nuisance, which he'd kick up a notch in later videos. JiDion's
Well, you gotta keep escalating in your behavior if you want to stay popular, I guess.
first hit video was a prank where he returns an empty shoebox to an employee at the Shoe Palace. The guy is reasonably pissed and gets him kicked out, but JiDion returns later in a
Looks like it's during COVID. They got the masks on.
disguise.
I'm trying to get my size 13, man.
Bro, go over to Tilly's got size 13, bro.
Why can't I shop here? Why can't I do my business in here?
Come on, man. Trying to get a shoe, man. You understand that?
Is he pretending to be like gay or something? What is going on here?
But you know.
Bro, I asked your manager if I can get a size 13 yesterday, slapped it across the room. Like, can you go check and see if you got these, man?
You think you all funny with this YouTube shit? Ain't fun.
Come on, bro. Can I
That's pretty base, though. That is true.
please? Can you hook me up, bro? We good, bro? I just want my size 13, man. If you good, I'm good.
Don't report me, dog. I'll tell you camera and I'll smash that shit.
That wouldn't be cool, bro.
I don't care. I told y'all stop fucking with my business and y'all came back again today after I already told y'all yesterday.
I just don't find this
Valid crash out.
shit funny because the employees are being quite reasonable here, though JiDion still received tons of public support. He even
Yeah, that's because of like a bunch of young people thought this type of content was funny. Like you're just harassing like public employees and like that's pretty much it. Like minimum wage workers and shit. For whatever reason, people thought they were like super funny things to do. It was because the internet was like so dumb and terminally online. So still is.
even made a second video where he returned to the store to perform a diss track on them, garnering millions of views.
Wow.
All I'm saying is that if Jack Doherty was doing shit like this, people wouldn't be as receptive. I think JiDion mainly got away with it because of optics. His pranks were more goofy than others, like showing up to a Zoom call while taking a bath, disrupting college classes by cheating on tests, going bowling with a coconut, getting a haircut at an NBA game, and sleeping at a WNBA game. In 2021, JiDion would also begin streaming on YouTube, maintaining a decent viewership. So much so that in January of the next year, he started multi-streaming to Twitch. But only 2
Nice,
weeks
dude.
into the stint, he
Twitch reached out to me and they're like, "Oh, we want to see if we can get you on a platform." And then I responded, and they never responded to me. I don't understand it, dude.
got into his first big controversy. It was his first ever stream, verified on the platform, and he chose to go after fellow streamer Pokimane while she was reacting to him. He basically insults her fans as
Was she reacting to him? I could have swore she was like playing Valorant and she had nothing. She didn't give a fuck about what was going on. What?
simp losers, which is true. But many thought he took things a step too far when he encouraged viewers to brigade her.
Everybody.
You know, honestly, looking back, I think the Pokimane hate is kind of like forced. I'm not saying that she's not cringe sometimes online, but I mean, I feel like the hate is like super duper forced. I don't know. It just seems kind of fucking stupid. I mean, the people, like, I don't really get it. Like, who are the people that hate Pokimane? Either they love prank content that just harasses, like, workers or something, or, like, what is it? Like, what are the communities that hate her? Like, Aiden Ross, the guy that was hanging out with Sneeko, the fucking pedophile guy who says that 12-year-olds can marry 20-year-olds as long as they look mature enough, and you can't pin him down on what he thinks age of consent should be. That's Aiden Ross, the guy who's best friends with fucking Andrew Tate, who has incredibly credible allegations about raping and sex trafficking people, and even admitted that he was dating a 15-year-old girl when he was in his late 20s. What's the community that hates Pokimane? You know what I mean? Like, this is the problem is that, like, it's not like regular normal people are like shitting on Pokimane. It's literal fucking losers that are shitting on Pokimane. Even if she is not great, the people shitting on her are always worse. They're always worse. So it's just like the hate really was for a very long time forced. I understand that she could be cringe. Like, she had the whole thing where she's like, guys, I want to have a baby, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever. She's looking for some attention, or what was the other one? She says, eat the rich, which is valid and true. But she just kind of complains, like, she is rich, so I get it. It seems like hypocritical, even though, like, I guarantee you that she pays her income taxes, which is what billionaires don't do. That's why you need to hate them. And I don't feel like elaborating on the point again, but they basically dodge their taxes and give more money to politicians to make laws that make your life harder. So, I don't know, man. Just something interesting. Something to keep in mind, like, who really hates Pokimane? The people that like worse people. It's fucking weird.
I say L plus ratio. L.
Oh, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
I want to rate. Bro, please.
No, JiDion.
No,
20 minutes to chat. You have 19 minutes and 49. Yo, chat. Guys.
No.
Follow her right now, y'all.
Even Aiden Ross, who's an absolute retard,
Whoa, Robert! Stop that, Mr. Train.
knew this was a bad idea.
He just likes trains a lot because he's autistic. And the reason I think he likes trains so much is because he likes Frogan so much. Frogan the Tank Engine. You guys remember that meme? I don't even know if it exists anymore. There we go. That's what I'm referring to. That's what I'm referring to. Beautiful picture, by the way. I love that so much. Wow. Incredible. Beautiful.
Pokey would quickly notice this and had to end her stream early, talking about the drama at length next day. It's reasonable for her to be mad about the hate raid, but the reason why she got more hate in the situation is that she and her fans made it all about misogyny. A lot of this was over a comment JiDion made about her diehard simps, who mainly watch her so they can get a good goon session.
Whatever. Hey, you know what? Who cares?
If you're from Pokimane, if you're from Pokimane's chat,
Yo.
and you have a penis, I'm gonna tell you this right now. She is not gonna fuck you, bro. I don't care how much you donated. I don't care how many hours you watch her. She's not gonna fuck you, bro. She has a man. Bro, you probably don't want to hear this. You probably don't want to hear this. Like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna break the fourth wall. And spoiler alert, she's getting dicked down every night by another.
I mean, he's out of
By a black guy?
line, but he's right.
I guess so. What I find interesting about shaming women streamers who like show off their assets and stuff, is like, why? Specifically because, again, the people who watch Pokimane and jack off to her, I guarantee you at least 50% of those people are people that like watch JiDion's content or like are incels. And they're doing like a fresh and fit where they like look at a woman, they try to, they go like, oh, I hate this woman, and then they like pay for them, right? Like that's what Fresh and Fit does. They bring out women, they make fun of them, and really it's always OnlyFans girls, and then all the people buy the OnlyFans because they want to be like, I hate this woman, and then purchase it, right? And so like half the people buying it are those people. But then also, you know, realistically speaking, and the reason that I bring it up and I get into that is because like that's just kind of the audience that's available specifically on Twitch. Like if you want to be successful on Twitch, and it's probably changing slowly, but you kind of have to, if you're a woman, you kind of have to show off your fucking assets, because the people on there are a bunch of young, immature men. That's what it comes down to. So like you're in an atmosphere and it's like you kind of have to do that if you want to be successful. So you start like thirst trapping a little bit. That's what the market wants. So you're like, well, if I want to be successful, I guess I'm going to have to do this, unfortunately. But it's like, you know, that's the criticism of the atmosphere. If they didn't have to do that for money, they probably wouldn't do that. And it's like, whatever, dude, like show off your assets, bro. I don't really care. I think that some people are just jealous that like some girls can in some capacity have it easy in that way. And they're just like, well, I wish I could do that. Well, okay. But like they have to do that. So it's not even like I wish I could do that. It's like, well, no, they have to do that if they want to be successful. I don't really know of any woman streamer on Twitch specifically that's full of a bunch of young edgy men. I don't know of any streamer that like doesn't have to show themselves off if they're a girl to get attention. Like that's kind of fucked. You know, that's why I think that platforms like YouTube are kind of better, because they offer you more options. Because, you know, you don't have to necessarily thirst like that. So
JiDion did get banned over this, which many actually agreed with.
Yeah.
Yet the ban was absurdly long. It was
Whatever,
initially
dude.
2 weeks, but became 2 years. Most likely because of the power Pokimane holds on Twitch. You can commit actual crimes on livestream and get banned for like a day, yet doing a little trolling gets you a bigger punishment.
Well, I would say it was kind of like, what did they call it? I mean, what did I say at the time? It should have been like 2 weeks, like a week or two or something like that. But sure, they should ban the people that are like doing the driving streams. I agree with that. It's liability for Twitch too.
Drama began the sacred war between the Poggers community and the W community on Twitch.
Wow, the greatest people in the world.
Essentially, the Bloods and Crips feud. They fought over the attention of teenage boys and not over drugs. Instead of getting shot up, the worst that can happen is you getting accused of rape, which happened to like half these guys. Though eventually, Pokey and JiDion would call a truce, and he'd be unbanned from Twitch in 2024. But before his reinstatement, JiDion would get into drama with one of Pokey's friends, Hassan Piker.
Oh, wow.
Shank's nephew has long provoked drama of other creators, and in May 2022, he attempted to call out JiDion. He had made a video investigating the small town of Harrison, Arkansas, which is believed to be the most racist town in America. However, after talking with the locals and even the mayor, he found that the town's bad rep came from the fact that the leader of the KKK resides in a nearby town called Zinc. Hassan didn't care about the nuance and used the video as evidence that JiDion is some sort of Uncle Tom type.
All the comments are eating it up. Yeah, bro, if you're a fucking racist little white zoomer and you're watching JiDion, of course you're gonna fucking love it when your favorite black comedian is, you know, feeding into your worldview that, like, you know, being racist in an Xbox lobby is just memes, and also like even the fucking clan is like just a little misguided, but overall they're not like racist. That's like, this is the best thing, you know?
It's interesting because looking back, I remember defending JiDion, and I still think it was valid defending JiDion. I think he wanted to do kind of like the Daryl Davis thing, or the Daryl Dixon thing, no, and like de-radicalize white supremacists. The problem is like looking back with what we know now, like I think that Hassan is probably more right than I thought he was back then, even if I don't agree with him. Because like, what did JiDion just spend the last like year or so doing? Clout riding Alex Rosen because he didn't want, like, because even though Alex Rosen would like make a ton of racist jokes and say the N-word with JiDion and use JiDion as a like, see, I'm not racist, I have a black friend. So it is a little interesting looking back. It does kind of call into question what the actual intention was there from the start. You know, something to keep in mind, I think. JiDion only finally disconnected from Alex, not after all the racist stuff, but after he publicly gave money to Chud the Builder. So
JiDion clapped back, claiming that Hassan was acting like a white savior.
And since I didn't push a narrative,
Ethan Klein was also agreeing with Hassan in this instance too, just for an FYI.
Of, you know, black people being victims of racism and everything, and I actually showed the good of a town and stuff like that. I'm not smart enough, or I don't understand, or like I completely missed the mark and stuff like that. It was crazy.
The two had more back and forths. Hassan wasn't willing to admit he's wrong like always. It got JiDion a lot of goodwill, which would continue even after he pulled a stunt at that year's TwitchCon. Despite being banned, he managed to sneak his way in, trolling that defenseless little boy, Tommy Innit.
I'm your biggest
Defenseless little boy. What the fuck?
fan.
Oh man, thank you so much.
Like, that's why I got you a fan.
Oh, well, you're too kind, my friend.
My man. I'm not gonna lie, you're a really nice guy, but I'm just hoping like it kind of resonates on some of your fans because they were kind of mean in the line.
Oh, no, dude. I mean, my fans are wonderful. But thank you so much for coming.
But
Wasn't he just being an obnoxious asshole on the line? Wasn't that what he was doing the whole time?
you're a great guy.
Thank you.
You're the real MVP.
JiDion.
Who? Not all black people look the same, you know what I mean?
No. Okay.
Hey, can you do me one huge favor?
I really do kind of have to move on the line.
Tommy said to unban me, Twitch. You rock, Tommy.
Cool. It's good to meet you, man.
You're the man.
Tommy, being as sensitive as he is, thought this interaction constituted harassment. He
Kinda did. I'm pretty sure he was like trolling the people on the line and he was taking up the time. It was kind of harassment. I wouldn't say like top tier harassment, but JiDion was being annoying. I remember that.
He thought this was going to turn into an iDubbbz Tana moment.
It really threw me off, and a lot of people in the line. It upset. I was really sad about this. I was really angry about it. I don't want anyone to feel like they're in fucking school being made fun of when they're lining up to meet me.
Which is what JiDion was. I don't like Tommy in it, but like he's 100% valid here. And it's also just like a shitty move to do what he did. I mean, he's basically just like jumping in front of a camera and putting Tommy on the spot to, you know, say a bunch of things and not come off like an asshole. Because if he says something mean, then JiDion's gonna be like, oh, because JiDion's concerned trolling in this instance, right? Like he comes in, he's pretending to be a nice guy, but he's really being very disruptive with a nice tone on there. So you understand that the optics don't look like they're in your favor. So yeah, like JiDion was being like an obnoxious asshole. Yeah,
it's like I won't have it. Don't make fun of people for being passionate about shit, being happy. It's fucked.
I'm sorry, but
unless they're passionate about being furries. Actually, you know what, furries? I think they might not be so bad. I'm starting to think, you know what? I think that they're okay.
if you're a Tommy fan, you deserve to be bullied.
Why? Because they're cringe? Why do we have to bully cringe people?
Your favorite creator is one of the biggest pussies on the planet. This
Okay.
guy's head will explode if he hears the word retard too many times.
You probably shouldn't say that word. It's kind of a slur, but I mean, whatever. You do you, but I'm just saying. Okay.
Tommy ended up having to apologize to JiDion when the footage
Why?
did release, and the two squashed their beef behind the scenes. Despite years of success and all the goodwill he had gained,
He had to apologize. Did he have to apologize? I don't remember that he had to apologize. I'm pretty sure the footage showed JiDion was being disruptive on the line. But okay.
late 2023, JiDion made the strange decision to delete all the videos on his main channel. After having a religious awakening, JiDion thought that the type of content he made was getting in the way of his relationship with God.
I've been wrestling with my faith for the last couple years.
This one is so funny, the God virtue signal, because when he was talking about that 16-year-old girl that he put in danger by having EDP come into his Discord, and then like not like more aggressively urge her or even check if she went to the police, and continued to work with her and use her as a decoy. After all that, he was like, she's a demon. She doesn't believe it. It's because she put something in there that she was like a satanic or something as like a meme in her Discord. He's like, see, she's a demon. I love God, so I'm better than her. It was so fucking cringe, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I kept on putting the world.
We love the religious virtue signal, guys.
World's needs and wants and my own needs and wants above God's love and God's commandments, you know?
My favorite instance of God's love is when he made his child die on the cross to absolve us of the sins he created and put into the world. It's my favorite part of God's love. It's so beautiful.
I didn't want to turn my life to God because I was scared. I was scared of what the world would think, you know? I'm not going to be as popular talking about God. You know, if I follow Jesus, I'm not going to be able to do certain things in my videos. And I was being so selfish. I was more concerned with my worldly desires instead of my spiritual desires when Christ tells us to be born again.
Viewers asked,
It's funny because he went back to doing prank style content and even doing his predator catches in a prank style for money. So it's like interesting when you follow some kind of like a religious code that isn't actually morally pure, but you follow it anyway, but then you can't even maintain following it because you're not making the money that you want to make. It's just funny.
why he had to delete all of his old content to do this. To which JiDion said that all his prank videos are sinful and are the work of the devil.
So this is from collinsdictionary.com. Prank, a noun, a mischievous trick or joke, especially one in which something is done rather than said. If you do a trick on somebody, you have to deceive them. And we all know who is the master and the king of deception.
That's Satan himself. So
isn't God the master of deception? I think it's Dana Carvey, master of disguise. But isn't God the master of deception? Like, he made, like, isn't the first story Adam and Eve? He's like, hey guys, you can chill here, but just don't eat the apple. But like, he deceived them in multiple ways. One, he didn't give them a cognitive ability to understand right and wrong, and then he also let the devil manipulate them into eating it by letting him like go into the Garden of Eden. Seems kind of deceptive to me. It's, okay.
every time that I'm doing a prank or doing a prank on a person, I am literally practicing what the master prankster himself, Satan, did.
The most egregious video of his that he cites is the Gatorade prank where he snuck into their factory, resulting in 3 employees getting fired. Though a lot of the other things he apologizes for are a bit silly, like jokes he made about gay sex or teen pregnancy.
Well, he's religious now. He probably doesn't think gay people are valid.
Things that are considered...
He would say something like, no, you know, it's not my thing, blah, 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 but he would think it's a sin, so.
sinful now. JiDion is gonna save raw dogging until after marriage, I guess. I don't think any of this was a grift.
I guess that would be the case, huh?
I do believe he was being genuine at the time. He even made an entirely new channel called JiDion, where he uploads Christian content.
The G is for God.
Posting over 300 videos. However, by spring 2024, it failed to take off, having low viewership. After its last upload...
It probably still made him a lot of money. Let's see.
By spring 2024, it failed to take off, having...
Probably still got good views, enough for him to make a living, but he didn't want to... He didn't want to go the... He wanted to go the easy route.
Low viewership. After its last upload, he immediately began privating some of his old pranks, meaning he's profiting off of content he previously said was sinful. It wasn't just some of the pranks he hated, it was all of them. I'm not gonna call him a fake Christian, but this does seem highly hypocritical. And what's worse than going to hell is the hypocrisy, guys. And come on, he's still doing prank content. He just does it to people he can justify it with, mainly child predators.
Pretty much, people don't really care about child predators, which is true, but he could do his content and take his shit more seriously.